Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and this is a death battle. No, that's not our intro. Welcome to Stone-Faced Reactions, where we watch videos and then don't react to them whatsoever. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, this is Theta, and we're here to spin the wheel, get a random reaction, and just see what happens. Filmed before a live studio audience. And Battle the Spider-Mans.
How topical.
So many Spider-Mans. Now, the year this is put out matters a whole lot.
Well, it's the first thing listed in our Real Rivalries column.
Is it really? Oh wow, all the way up there. I do have to say, I haven't actually been watching the newest Spider-Man movies at all. Which is unfortunate, because apparently they're supposed to be the best ones.
You haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse?
Into the Spider-Verse I've seen, because that was great. But the other ones, like the standalone Spider-Man movies, not seen them.
Such as?
Far From Home, whatever, Homecoming, and Into the Multiverse. I think those are the three.
Into the Multiverse?
Or Multiverse of Madness, isn't that it?
That's a Doctor Strange one.
No, well, what's the one that literally just came out last month?
That's not even out yet, by the way.
No, it's totally out.
Multiverse of Madness? No, it's not out.
No, not Multiverse of Madness. The Spider-Man movie where he does a bunch of multiverse stuff.
You mean No Way Home?
No Way Home. There we go. There's so much home involved, I get confused.
Yeah, Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home. It's a theme. It's like they made a theme.
No, couldn't be. Well, Battle of the Spider-Mans. There's take a look. That says 3 iconic movie characters.
2021. So last year. So all of the Spider-Men are included. You have Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. Took me a minute there.
That's correct. Good old Toby.
Oh, God. And I get to pick.
That's right.
Jeez. Let's see. This is Real Rivalries, so it's based on the movies, so duh. There's only one way to go.
But which PS1 game was the best?
I gotta go Tom Holland. This is obviously a no-brainer. The MCU has done more for Spider-Man. I mean, there's only one way I think any of the other Spider-Men can win. And I'll let you pick first.
Alright. So, I'm going to have to choose the dark horse here. I'm going to choose Tobey Maguire. And the reason is because he's so charmingly goofy that I just can't help but love those movies.
How the hell do you think Tobey Maguire is the dark horse? Andrew Garfield is the dark horse.
Oh, you really think so? Well, I still love Toby anyway. I think he's goofy. I think he's a ton of fun.
Andrew only got, 2 movies?
Mm-hmm.
And when they decided to bring the Spider-Man in the MCU, they got rid of Andrew Garfield to pick somebody new.
Yeah. Then I guess that means, well, we'll see how Toby does, but as much as I do love him, I remember like those Spider-Man movies more for being the villains that I really liked.
Well, they were
the way they're introduced in their drama.
They were the new one. I mean, they were the originals.
Mm-hmm.
They were the first Spider-Man movies. Yeah, well, that's why you remember them so well. Also, they had really good actors, William Dafoe and the guy who played Doc Ock. I can't remember his name except for when I hear it.
Yeah, I was watching like the Sandman scenes like a little bit ago while just like randomly browsing through like movie clips.
Yeah, sure. The guy who played the mechanic from Wings.
Yeah, the drama in there is just like absolutely fantastic. And it's like some early mocap too, but it still gets across like literally everything.
Sure. I mean, they're good movies. I was going to say, the only possibility I could think of Tom Holland losing would be to Tobey Maguire. At the same time, I don't think Tobey Maguire's going to win. He had his 3 movies, and I think this came out before. This obviously came out before No Way Home came out, so they didn't have that comparison to make. So you have 3 Tobey Maguire movies, and let's face it, 3 sucked. So we have 2 good Tobey Maguire movies against 2 good Tom Holland movies, plus his appearance in the not Endgame, his appearance in the multiple movies that he was in the MCU.
Right. I say all this not thinking that he's going to win, but that he's close to my heart.
Right. I'm here to win.
Well, let's go ahead and see what happens.
We've had some great debates on Real Rivalries so far, but none quite match the divisive nature of the episode I'm bringing you today. Determining the superior live-action Spider-Man is not something one should take lightly. There's a lot of factors in play here.
Time.
Which one makes the best constipated
the
face? Has the sickest moves on a skateboard? Or requires the most babysitting from a father figure? It's Tobey Maguire versus Andrew Garfield versus Tom Holland on Real Rivalries.
Man, there's like some dramatically different feel in all these movies.
Pizza time.
I was gonna say time to get started, but that works too.
Pizza time is the best meme, though. Spider-Man.
How's that
There's a lot
around?
to consider when choosing which Spider-Man is right for the job.
I think just Spider-Man in particular
the
here.
Suits,
They're
the
all
movements,
different
than the
Spider-Man.
rest of the movies.
They all have different parts of what they are.
Nails all of these, especially the last point. The
as
suits are
Spider-Man,
obviously
they're all
subjective,
equal.
As is this entire
Best
debate,
spider suit
but
there.
How they are used within these worlds is pretty cut and dry. Tom Holland is basically wearing an Iron Man Jr. suit, complete with a HUD, built-in Alexa, different webbing abilities, and a kill command, because that's what Spider-Man does. I do think this takes away from Spider-Man's own unique powers, but honestly, shouldn't most of the Avengers be in an Iron Man suit at this point?
Not
Hawkeye
wrong.
particularly could benefit from some armor, seeing as a rusty nail could kill the guy. Tetanus is a real affliction. My boy Tobes and Andrew Garfield have awesome suit designs. In Toby's case, he gets the added benefit of being able to attach his webs to the sky itself. Something Tom Holland certainly could have used when trying to fast travel without a building in sight.
I mean, also Toby makes his
Much like
own
a real
webs.
spider, Toby can also produce his own webbing that doesn't come out of his ass. As opposed to having to Bill Nye it out of his room or a school desk. Unfortunately, his supply can run dry just as easily as a canister if our web slinger, how do I put this delicately, isn't feeling up to the challenge. A big part of Spidey's personality is his quipping with enemies. This is where Tobey comes up a bit short, as he plays the character pretty seriously. Garfield and Holland are far more playful, divvying out one-liners and even accessorizing with some extra flair. Tom Holland's Spider-Man seems to have a harder time figuring out his Spidey sense early on, whereas the older actors pick it up almost instantly. The Amazing Spider-Man has a mess of issues, but they got the lead right on the money. Andrew Garfield takes the round.
Oh wow, hey, he actually got a point.
I don't know if it's taking the entire show right off the bat.
Is closest in age to that of an actual high schooler.
Andrew Garfield is the third-ranked Spider-Man. He even
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were approximately 52 when starting their properties. I'm being dramatic, but still, 27 is kind of a stretch. I expect nothing short of a realistic age on my teenager who swings around New York City stopping sand people and dudes made out of electricity. As much as I enjoyed Garfield as Spider-Man, I kind of disliked him as Peter Parker. He's dark, brooding, and very rude to his Uncle Ben. In the sequel, he's more likable, but first impressions are everything, kids. Director Mark Webb, who I'm convinced only got the job because of his last name, did turn Andrew Garfield into a skateboarder. I can only assume this was a nod to the unlockable character in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. This is based on zero research or hearsay, just a gut feeling I have. Tom Holland may not have a board, but he skates right into our hearts.
Look, Iron Man has rollerblades, Spider-Man can have a skateboard.
That's a homecoming reference.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Subscribe. Move on. Tom Holland nails the awkward, insecure character really well. As with Garfield, they really play up the genius angle too, something that Tobey's version lacks a bit. Yes, we're told he's incredibly smart, but we don't really see him do a lot of tinkering or building. He does fancy himself a
just kind of point out stuff and just go, oh, I know what this is.
I tend to agree. It's a work of art.
Yeah, I mean,
Tobey has the nerd thing covered and shows
that
some
whole thing with Doc
fantastic
Ock.
range throughout the trilogy. The trade-off for the great performance is the occasional facial expression that looks like he's passing the world's largest bowel movement. Well, that and this.
The best part.
It's great for the memes, but not so much a serious character arc. Tom Holland edges out a win here, mainly because he probably still gets carded when trying to buy a beer. Spider-Man has a long history, chock full of great
now, if
comic
this had
book
come out
villains.
now,
the movies do their best to bring
not
them to the
back
big screen
then,
with, I think it's fair to say, mixed results.
I want to say Tom Holland would win by default.
Foes. There's Power Ranger villain, Son of the Mask. Bonesaw's ready. Enter Sandman, Dr. Eight-Legged Freak. That's 70s Venom. Teenage Mutant Ninja
So I want to say,
Turtle,
without
Blue Man
spoilers,
Group, Transformers Beast Wars reject.
all of their
Green
best
Goblin
villains
2.0,
become Tom Holland's
Birdman,
villains.
and almost Tobey Maguire's
So-
sequel replacement. Tom Holland also fought with his friends in Captain America. Small misunderstandings. And even went toe-to-toe with Thanos and friends in the Infinity Saga. I think it's fair to fictitiously take those off the table, though. Set them on the ground over here.
No,
And
that's
just
not
stick
fair.
to the Spider-Man titular films.
The-
Titular.
the
It's a
movie
movie
that
that
he-
Spider-Man is in,
I also
and
think
he
J.K.
fights.
Simmons gets some villain credit.
They're his
too,
villains,
as
he
he's
fights them.
constantly
Oh,
making
J.
Peter's
Jonah
life miserable
Jameson.
as J. Jonah Jameson. An actor so perfectly cast, the others didn't even bother attempting a replacement.
He doesn't want to be famous, and I'll make him infamous.
This round goes to emo Peter Parker. Every hero needs a good friend they can turn to when the chips are down.
Honestly,
Their
J. Jonah
guy in the
Jameson should
chair,
just be his own
if you will.
category.
Toby
Just
has
be
his
in three-way
best friend Harry
ties.
Osborn and his love interest Mary J. Watson.
Well, he's better
James
in the,
Franco provides moral support,
Tobey
and
Maguire
Kristen
movies than he
Dunst
is
is just
in
a
the other
phone
two.
call away when it starts to rain outside. And Toby is itching for that next upside-down back alley kiss. Tom Holland has a much snarkier MJ to keep him on his toes. You know, come to think of it, maybe they cast Zendaya because she's also a singer, and they assume she would get like 2 or 3 musical solos like Dunst did for some reason in Spider-Man 3. Andrew Garfield's Parker doesn't
remember
even
that.
need friends. He's got science and a mystery to
I mean,
solve.
Andrew Garfield kills
Missing
his love
parents will
interest,
put a
so-
chip on one's shoulder for sure.
Oh,
But
gosh,
thankfully
yeah.
Emma Stone is there to remove it. I take expressions
neck.
literally.
There's a broken heart.
She plays Gwen Stacy, the smart, beautiful apple of Garfield's eye. How can his eye be an apple? That doesn't make any sense, Tancer. Well, you wrote the script, not me. Mutated fruit eyes aside, they love each other to their very core, and everyone else is trash. Very core. I see what you did there. Back to the apple again. Tancer. Tom Holland has his buddy Ned, who can absolutely
Ned.
pull off a fedora. He also has
Best
a
new
hot
character.
aunt, his mentor Mr. Stark, and his babysitter Happy. While Andrew Garfield does have Sally motherfucking Field, and Toby has the definitive Aunt May, Holland has a Hulk. Scratch that, I forgot we're not doing Avengers stuff. Either way,
Why
Tom
the
has the better
fuck
support
not?
staff, and it's gonna give him the round.
Because it has to be within their own movies.
This was stupid.
Movie's
close,
in.
As it
He's
should
in
be.
the movie.
I have enjoyed all 3 interpretations of the Web Slinger so far.
I
but
wouldn't
Tom
call
Holland
Civil
just
War
plays
a
up both sides of
Spider-Man
the
movie.
character better.
It's
Now,
a movie
I know what some of
Spider-Man's
you are
in.
thinking,
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
and that's fine, but I recommend you channeling that anger into a solid rebuttal in the comments. Give me your winner and why. Slow motion punch that like button if you had some
Wait,
fun.
he didn't actually
and
choose
I'll see
anyone
you
as the
next
winner, did he?
week On another Real Rivalries.
I haven't seen a score point show up anywhere in a
Curse
while.
For me to do because I already know what the blowback's going to be in the comments.
Hold on, hold
Had I
on, hold
voted
on.
for Toby,
I'm rolling
I'd be
back.
basing it on nostalgia. This was stupid close, as it should be. I have enjoyed all 3 interpretations of the Web Slinger so far, but Tom Holland just plays up both sides of the character better. Now,
All right,
I
to
know
be
what some of you
fair,
are thinking,
you're not
I'm gonna
wrong,
put
Adam.
some
But
dirt in your eye.
and that's fine.
I think you said Tom Holland
recommend you
wins.
channeling that anger into a solid rebuttal in the comments. Give me your winner and why.
yeah, go check the footage.
No, I just did. I just said I was rolling back. What do you think I was holding my finger up for? He said, I think Tom Holland plays the character better.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and say that. That's his definitive choice after trying to pretend he wasn't going to choose anything. Tom Holland is his pick.
Well, no, he just didn't bring it up for some reason. No, if you go back to...
Well, no,
You-
he's
you
saying,
know-
like, everyone will hate him if he picks anything.
No, he said the moment he says, give me your angry thing in the thing, the moment before that, he says, I think Tom Holland played the character better.
Sides of the character
All right.
better. Now, I know
Oh,
it's
there
some
you
of
go,
the
Tom
terms of the
Holland.
Web Slinger so far, but Tom Holland just plays up both sides of the character
726.
better. Now, I know what
726.
some of you are thinking.
Go back there and...
I'm gonna put some
Here.
dirt in your eye.
I've enjoyed
Yeah, let me
all
double
3
check.
interpretations of the Web Slinger so far, but Tom Holland just plays up both sides of the character better. Now, I know what some of you are thinking.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
so Tom Holland did win, as he should have. Again, you have the weird loophole. Possible spoiler, but not really, because I think it was given away in all the trailers. It was what the hype for the movie was. Is that Tom Holland basically goes up against all of the best villains from the other two series, so they instantly become his villains as well.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You're right, they're recycling them now.
So that facet also gives him the villains category. He is the best Peter Parker. They were arguing that Andrew Garfield was the best Spider-Man, which I don't know where you get that from.
Well, still, I think it was interesting seeing them all again. And, well, Toby didn't win, but Toby still won to me, which doesn't count.
Toby didn't win. I don't know why you just said Toby won.
He wins to me, which doesn't count.
Well, yeah, because you haven't seen a single Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
I should probably get on top of that.
It's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, we heard it here. All right. Well, that's been Stoneface Reactions and Spider-Man. So, we'll go ahead and catch you next time. I'm Griffin, this is Theta, and see you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?